Hey guys, so I ventured out on my own today because I spotted a deal, and rather than wait for Brando to get out of work, I kind of had to jump on it and make the move. So I did just that. I hit the road, headed out, and made the move. So I'm going to bring you guys along and show you what we picked up today. Check this thing out. It's a very cool, and now I know you think that the Vet is the coolest little thing that we have, but check this thing out. What you're looking at right here, folks, is a 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. And this thing is just in incredible condition for a 63. It's really good at all the core areas. It needs running boards, but that's just, that's a minor thing. And it needs the hinges for the hood, I think, because we're still kind of learning about these VWs. But it looks like the hinges are bad in it. And obviously some new wheels. We just washed it and blah blah, but the important part is the heater channels are all good in it. And it just washes the inside when you wash the outside, because the weather stripping shot, but the heater channels are good in the car, and that's a big plus for these VWs. So we're pretty excited about it. We'll take you along for a lot of stuff. It does need a rear floor on the passenger side, but it's a pretty cool little car, so we're excited. But door's shut good. So yeah, there you have it. There's a video of it right there. A little quick walk around. We'll do a lot more on the car as it develops. So there you have it. There's our latest purchase, the VW Bug, or the Super Beetle, or the Beetle. No, it's not a Super Beetle, it's a Beetle, I think it is. I don't know nothing about these cars yet. But anyway, we're gonna learn. So we're gonna bring you guys along for the ride as we learn more about it. So we're gonna get this beast on home and get it unloaded, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. I was out here working on the 79 Caddy DeVille here today and getting this thing cleaned out on the inside, doing a little bit of work on the inside of the car today. Pretty sweet, cleaning up pretty good. And I got some more vacuuming to do here now, because I got some leaves and stuff blowing inside of the car, but it is what it is. I gotta scrub the seat belts down. I gotta scrub the interior down yet, but cleaning up pretty well so far. But anyways, so what I wanted to bring you along for was, we picked up the new project yesterday, or the new ride at the shop here yesterday, so I wanted to go ahead and do a quick walk around of it today, so you guys can take a peek, see what you think, go from there, all that good stuff. So but yeah, we're working outside the shop today, so let's go ahead and spin it around, take a look at this baby, and see what you guys think. Here it is, guys, our 1963 Beetle. We're going to give you a close-up look at it today. She's got some rust on the bumpers. It's going to need some either silver paint or whatever we decide to do to the bumpers, or re-chrome, which I'm sure is not going to be cheap, but you know what? It is what it is. We're just going to have some fun with this thing. So wasn't really a planned buy, kind of just came up on us like that. So the lenses for the blinkers are a little wore out. It's a 63, and the wheels, they look like they've been on it for 300 years, so it's all good. Inside the wheel wells look pretty good. It looks like they're brand new fenders, it looks like to me. You can see the car was originally white, and somebody painted it the burgundy, did an awful job on the paint, but that's beside the point. We do have one rust spot right there. It looks to be like in the outside of the heater channel, but no fear, calm down. The rest of the heater channels in the car look great. So there's a little spot on the bottom, one of the sides, I can't remember which side it is, where it's starting to rot out. So we can address that like right away and not worry about the heater channels. The rest of them are pretty good. All right, so we did quite a bit of research on these Beetles before we pulled the trigger on this car, and this one was actually a really solid Beetle to start with. It's got some previous body work. There's a little bit of Bondo filler in it, type of thing you can see here and there. Sand marks, they didn't get out very good. The bottom of the door seems to be all original yet, so that's all good. It's a 63. I mean, the body lines line up nice. You know, for the most part, the doors open and shut really good on it. All of the rubber seals are pretty toasty, like very toasty. So I'm going to assume that it's not a Michigan car, that it's a Western car because of all the, I mean, the weather stripping took a lot of damage. So it's got to be, I'm thinking a Western car just because of all the rubber is pretty rough, you know, type of thing. So I think that it was probably in a high heat area, you know, very high temps. They have some filler around here. You know, looks like some bubbling up around right there. Common spots, you know, for these. Running boards, of course, are shot, as always. Again, looks like a newer fender on the back, but she took quite a beating because they had it black for quite a while. So it looks like it just took a lot of like rain and weather. Inside the back, you know, where all the body mounts are, it looks really good. Doesn't look like it's ever been patched before. It's all factory. The back mounts in the back look great. That's all really good. These are all rotten areas. We do got to address the trunk lid or the hood, whatever you want to call it. I'm new to these, so I don't know what to call it properly. But, you know, you see it doesn't quite match up on both sides. That's because the hood hinges are a little jacked up on this side and that side. I think it either needs adjustment or some new hood hinges. But regardless, we'll take care of that. It does run really good, though. That's the cool part about it. Runs really good. I'm not sure exactly what was mounted up here. I don't know if that was an antenna or what, but yeah, the rubber on here is just, man, the rubber sucks. It's just took a beating from the sun. Yeah, their prep job on paint was not very good. It's a little dent right there. It's a 63. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you is it's a 63. You can only get so much. You know what I'm saying? So the back bumper looks a lot better than the front bumper, and we can go ahead and fix that. They still even left the sticker on there for the fenders. Premium quality automotive products. You can probably look that up and see right where it came from. Left rear. Just leave the sticker on it. And it does look like we have a little rust right there. So we are going to take care of that. I'm going to put the camera up there. We are going to take care of that. Looks like. It doesn't look like it's a hole. It looks more like the rubber sunk down in there because that rubber should be up. And so that needs to be pulled out. Maybe a new rubber put on there. But you know, again, body mounts over here look really good. You've never been patched. In the back part, they look pretty good. There's a bumper bolt missing right there. I see that now. That bracket. Pretty good. Some dents and dings. Obviously, this running board crap as well as the other side. It is what it is. We should probably pan this thing to open. Whoa, what is that? Oh, I thought that was a crack in the tire. No, tires are like nice. They're like new tires. And this side of the heater channel here is really good. Nothing wrong with there. Everything looks legit up here in the front. Let's see. Where do I want to show you first? Let's go ahead and show you inside. I haven't done nothing to it yet, so I wanted to show it to you now. The weather stripping around the door. Junk. Junk. That needs to be replaced. Door panels, you know, is what it is. Floor is a little ripe. And not so much this side, but the other side. Now here, I did find a little bit of filler and stuff along this top rail. But I think it's just the outer rocker, it looks like to me. I don't see any evidence here that the A pillar has been welded on or back here for the B pillar. So that looks pretty good. Pretty legit for a 63. So driver's floor, good. Looks good underneath. The heater channel looks pretty good. On this side, all kinds of residue from the rubber mat that was in it. And we're going to take care of that here in a little bit. But let's see. And I don't know how the seat adjusts yet, but I do know the seat don't move. Not yet, so I got to figure that out. Why that is. But they painted it burgundy and kind of ruined it. I mean, the car was originally in white. Headliner don't look bad at all. It just needs a really good cleaning, good scrubbing. It's pretty dirty in the back. You can see it back there. It's good cleaning back there. Seat upholstery looks pretty good though. Back seat looks pretty good. I mean, just dirty. scrub that up. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then these cars just got a funky like reverse on them too. Trying to find reverses like hell. All right, so up in the trunk area, let's put this on wide view. Cool. So in the trunk area, oh shoot, you know, I gotta pull the lever probably. Gosh dang it, I do. Let me pull the lever. You know, there's enough room on this trailer for the car and me, so that's always good. Doors open and shut good. That's always a good thing. Right there. She gets a little attitude sometimes. But so in the spare tire carrier part, you know, of course, if you know anything about bugs, according to what I found out, this area in here normally is rotten, and it does have a hole right there, but that's all I'm able to find as far as holes. It might have had a patch welded in there, I'm not sure. Looks like it might have got hot at one time, but I don't know. So the VIN matches the title, that's fantastic. A lot of times the VINs are missing on these cars. Brand new bolts on the fenders, that's just it. So the fenders were put on not too long ago. You see the car was white. Wiring looks pretty decent. I mean, like it's not, you know, hasn't been too fudged up. Fuel vent there. And don't know exactly where the fuel line is. It must be out the bottom somewhere. Looks like they put a newer tank in it though, so that's kind of good. Maybe it's been on the road in 85, it looks like. Don't know. Hood lip looks good in the back, so that's cool. That's good. Oh, tripping over stuff. All right. So come on the passenger side here real quick. We'll go in here. Roof looks good. Nothing wrong with that. Not done it or nothing. So the passenger side, coming around here, floor's got some rust, a lot of surface rust. I don't see any rot on the front. Through, I'll let you know when we get done. We're gonna clean this all out. Heater channel looks like it might have a little hole right here, and a hole starting in the A pillar right there. So we should be able to catch those early enough now to fix those. And heater channel looks good here. There's a lot of surface rust on it here just starting, so I think we caught her in time. Hopefully the floor will hold up really well as we go through it. But so the back, this is the bad spot, of course, typically. Batteries underneath the rear seat, according to what we understand. And this floor here is just not good. We already priced the floor pan for the back, and it's not that much. I'll probably replace both back floor pans. Not really sure yet. Depending how bad they are once I get all this stuff out of there. So, but we'll go from there when we get to that point. Right now, it's just whatever. We'll just throw a stop sign in there for now. Good enough. You know, it's a bug. So there's that kind of a quick video of what it's like right now. Other than that, though, I'm still original. I wish we had the center for the steering wheel. I don't think I found that yet. Still gotta go through the back yet. But the door's shut pretty good. Yeah, for a 63. This rubber here is kind of up there a little bit in the fender and bulging out right here, but I don't know. Maybe we didn't have any help when we put the fenders on. Who knows? You probably want to see the powerhouse now. Now this isn't going to stay open, so I'm going to have to hold this and kind of point to, so it obviously doesn't latch properly. And I think the hood hinges, there's one right there and one right there, and I think there's something wrong with those. Or I don't even know. I don't even know what is. This one looks bent, and this one looks unbent. So my guess is the hood hinge, but you can see the hood, there's some play there. Almost like it, oh, they welded that hood hinge on, that's why. Yep, and it's, wow, what a gap. Yeah, that's gonna need some work. That's gonna need some work. That's not cool. So we're probably gonna end up taking this hood off and trying to do something with it. I don't know what yet, but something. This hood hinge here has been bent way down, you can tell that. Guys, just probably better off to get some new hood hinges for it. They've both been welded on back there. I don't think it's so much the hood, I think it's just the hinges. So I think we can take those out and straighten those, see what we can do with the hood. That's probably why it's struggling to close. But the engine looks pretty clean. Server looks pretty good. And it runs pretty good. Generator. The pipes are missing for the heat tubes. But it all looks pretty solid back in there. You know where the rot normally is on these. There, oh, there's a wire off right there. That'll be dipped. Get 2 plugs there and 2 over here. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll have to pull those out and see what they look like. See how she's been running. Been sitting for a long time, but the guy did drive it quite a ways to get it to where we found it. So I'll probably pull that carb off to rebuild on that. She does spit a little bit. Maybe a new fuel filter on it. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Ugh. That sucker's red. And just like, oh yeah, that's, I'll probably put a new fuel filter on it like soon. Like really quick. Like before I run it again. And then figure out what the heck's going on with that hood. Hinges. Yeah, that hinge is bent. Big time. Big time. And they did some kind of funky repair up there in the front. I don't know. You can kind of see it right up in here. I don't know what they did, but they got a lot of welding going on up there. But she don't look too bad. Again, it's a 63. You know, not rotted out through here. That's good. Oh, she's got some starting right there. Right inside there. See a little bit starting there. Nothing on the other side though. So it's got little areas here and there, you know, starting. Nothing like these cars, you know, normally have. For a 63, they're normally a lot worse. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Yep. That's part of the problem right there. That's part of the problem. This. Oh, there you go. So she's down. And hold on. Push her. There we go. Now the latches. Ha! And it don't look so bad up there either. It's got a bad hinge or something. That's what's going on. We'll have to take a look at that. See what's causing that. But she's a 63 Beetle. We're gonna go ahead and wash it up, clean it up a little bit, vacuum some of the stuff out of the interior so we can kind of see more of what we got inside there, how the floors are, all that good stuff. Kind of see what it looks like. So all right, guys. So there you have it, our newest one. It's shop. Probably guess what we call it. That's right, Herbie. Yep, we're calling this one Herbie. So anyways, all right, it's the only guy named car that we got. I don't know why. It just fits. It just fits. So all right, guys, so let us know what you think of the bug down in the comments below. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe. We appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this interior a little bit, and we'll come back at you in a while. So we'll talk to you soon, guys. Later.